Good evening to all and sundry. You on the left, you're the all. You on my right, you're the sundry. Okie doke. I think we'll just do a key farm. That's a good old-fashioned key farm. Oh, it's really hard to be just a guardian, you know. And as is tradition around here, we like random. But I prefer them short. That'll do. Dead ringer for me, don't you think? Yeah, those are the better shoulders, I think. Ferocity, sure. Raised by the common folk. When I was young, I wanted to join the circus. But I screwed it up. Good evening, guys. And welcome to those of you who have joined me. Melandru, sure, why not? I've been through this
the human race once ruled Tyria.
Maybe 150. So I'll give it a skip this time. Just this time.
We're under attack!
Yes, we are. We're under attack. How clever of you to have noticed, sir.
Sweet, sweet loot.
And we will simply run away from everything to try and get over in that direction as quickly as possible. As the event that sends you on to the rest of the story happens over there. And we have a ring. Logged in, and it is after 5 p.m. Pacific, so... Oh, actually 4 p.m. Pacific now for the dailies. The daily rollovers. And there is the start of the event. It looks like maybe there was nobody here until I triggered it. That does appear to be the case. I hope everyone's Monday wasn't too excruciating.
More centaurs on the bridge.
Maintain the pressure. We've got them off balance.
Thanks, Logan. You're so dreamy.
Alert.
Don't let up. Get ready. There's another wave coming.
I'm ready for the next wave that's coming.
Backing off. Keep pushing.
And the champion. He is the champion of the world.
Enough of this.
Take down their leader.
So we'll do a key farm, and we'll get a key, and we'll open a box, and we'll hope for the roughly 1 in 1,000 chance, by my estimate, to get the Lorekeeper's staff out of it. Pretty long odds. And then we'll do the festival stuff. It finishes up in, I believe, like 6.5 hours.
What is that thing? It's huge.
That,
I will
soldier,
spend my
is a
remaining
threat.
cobs
We're
Destroy them.
Charge!
on a couple of minis. Ones that I like. Not
Take out
surprisingly.
those giant hands.
Oh, there are...
Will come crashing down.
Yeah, there are 3 people here now. Me and 2 others. These guys did the same thing. They skipped the rest of the event.
Rally to me if you need to recover.
But in my case, I triggered the event, so they'd still be standing here if it wasn't for me. So my odds on the 1 in 1,000 shot are
Fight! Fight for everything you hold dear.
that it's about 1 in 10 to get an uncommon or better from the boxes. And I figure about a 20% of the time if you get one, it's
Not dead
a
yet.
rare instead of an
Brace
uncommon.
yourselves. Think it's gonna explode.
So we're talking about 1/5 times 1/10. We're at 1/50th. And there's like 20 things in that category you can get in 20 times 50 is 1,000. So it's about a 1 in 1,000 shot. I have a new mace.
The field.
That I'm level 3. And Papa's got a brand new bag. Ha ha ha. I believe I am contractually required to say that. Not sure what the dailies are for the festival, but if the pumpkin carving is one of them, we've got it covered. Or started. We've run into an event.
I'm going to... Sweet, sweet loot. Replenishing.
So it's about an hour or so to do the key farm. Victory is ours. And if pumpkins are part of it, we need 5. And I should rename my character one of these days Dances with Cows, because that's the first thing you do. You dance with the cows. Because it gives really good progress on the heart. So tomorrow we get the new content drop, which I'm looking forward to. It's a new map, which is expected to be the Realm of Dreams, which is basically the realm of the demons. Heart complete, level complete. We have a pumpkin. Sorry, yeah, trick-or-treat bag, not a pumpkin. Trick-or-treat. Smell my feet. You don't want to give me anything good to eat if you've smelled my feet, though. It's like, why would you? That would be giving me delicious food for me making something awful. Why, that's not a crawfish.
Replenishing.
There's some quest there, or some event, I should say. Notice what it was. Maybe bandits? Yeah, it looks like bandits.
Replenishing.
new boots. And as is tradition around here, while leveling up a new character, every time they get a new item of attire, we randomize the dies. Tradition is important. Of course, it's a relatively new tradition. Let's face it, they didn't have the randomized function till, I don't know, what, a year and a
Progress
half ago,
makes
something
perfect.
like that. Art complete, level complete. And we're already level 5. Time flies when you're having this.
I think we've got another leak over on the east side. Just one.
Replenishing.
Must be a slow day.
A number of us obviously doing the key farmy thing. Or most likely doing the key farmy thing, I should say. Seems like everyone is familiar with all of the stuff for leveling. So that's why I say I assume they're key farming too. But I don't know that for a fact. A lot of times you do know it because they'll name their character just a key farmer or something along those lines.
You'll be feeling that one for days.
Somehow I set an earth elemental on fire. I'm not entirely clear how I did that, but heart complete, level complete. Give me the two-handed sword, please. As the two-handed sword is the Guardian's best friend while leveling. It's just the bestest. We've got an event. Shiny red apples.
Same old land for you guys.
Oh, that's going to be a spooter. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Don't hit the wrong button. Don't be like me. Hit the right button. Alright, I always like to turn in an item as soon as I get one to make sure that I end up getting credit for the event.
How else are you gonna get the apples down? Oh, and watch out for spiders.
As this kind of double dipping where you're getting progress in a heart and also doing an event is the key, to a fast key farm.
Welcome. I'll
Here's
take what you
all
have.
my
We're
apples.
almost out of time.
There we go.
Hello.
I should have enough for a gold medal. Only a silver? I was robbed! Level 7. If you're not familiar with what I'm doing here, it is not an uncommon thing for Guild Wars 2 players to do this once a week, which is to create a new character, level them up to level 10. Level 10, you get the storyline quest. You get those every 10 levels. Finish the storyline quest at level 10, and it gives you a key. to open one of the lockboxes for goodies. And then you delete the character. And that's a new item of armor or attire. That means new dies. That's really sedate. So it's not unusual for Guild Wars 2 player to do that once a week. I think that's 5 of the pumpkins, so I don't think that's one of the dailies. But that's another level. We're already at level 8. And I've done probably 100 key farms over the last couple of years. Maybe 150. I actually kind of like the low-impact gaming of doing the key farm. A little casual gaming, something I could basically sleep through. Sometimes you want a little brain in neutral gaming. The fun is over here, where you get murdered by me.
Leave me be.
You're a bandit cutpurse. Did you really think people were going to just leave you be? Alright. Stop that cheese. ArenaNet, please change that. Please. The clinging, the automatic wall clinging behavior of this is so annoying. Give us a key, either a toggle or a press and hold, to activate 3 functions on the sky scale. Cling to vertical surfaces, catch updrafts, and use ley lines. And then the mount would be perfect. Right now, all 3 of those are I would say about 60% of the time the wall clinging is bad. It's not the desired behavior. And the other 2, it's closer to 90% of the time.
Is it just me,
the behavior
or
is
am
not
I a
wanted. I'm a pumpkin hacker. God damn. That one with the dailies for the day? Or did I manage to finish off one of the like monthly or festival-wide things? It is in fact one of the dailies for the day. Okay. The others will be the raceway. That's easy. Oh. And the costume brawl. I hate the costume brawl because it's a marvelous opportunity for some people to grief play. And anytime that happens, it should not be listed amongst the dailies. They should have something better, because this is an opportunity for people to be absolute fucking assholes, which is never welcome. Basically, it's there's this big brawl that happens at the end of the Mad King event. You can do it at other times, but that's the only reasonable time where you're likely to have enough people around to get it done. And I simply cannot deal with that glider anymore. It's so ugly. Yeah, we'll go with the Undying Shackles. put it in the default colors because the default colors are pretty cool. There we go. But the thing about it is you have a certain number of hit points, and you need to get a certain number of hits on others before you lose all your hit points. And sometimes there are people there who are really good at it and are intentionally killing everybody so that nobody can get it completed. And one of the worst things a game can do is create an option for grief to empower grief players. And sadly, there are a few in Guild Wars 2. A couple of the things that you can drop on the ground, people will put them on top of an object that people need to click, and haha, it's funny, all of a sudden you have a large head. Your character has an enormous head, even if you don't want it. Or you're in a T-pose and making airplane noises. And it can make things very difficult sometimes for people to activate a clicky that they need to activate. And it's, if you give the players an opportunity to grief other players, some of them are going to use it. If you're a game designer, don't do that. WoW had this this toy, little toy train you could drop on the ground that would make this, or you would drop it and you would make this choo-choo noise, woot woot, choo-choo-choo-choo-choo, woot woot, and people would do it non-stop. And it's not funny, it's just annoying. It's people behaving like they're 9 years old and looking for attention. If you empower the assholes will do everything in their power to spoil the game. Did I grab the hero point? I think I did, but I'm not sure. Don't empower the assholes. Even if it's funny and clever, because if it can be used to annoy other players, it will be. Designers, please don't do that. Please, I beg you.
How can I assist you?
And if you're one of the people who do this, please stop. It isn't funny. You're not clever or original. If you found some new and original way to grief players, I could understand that. I could understand why you would want to do that.
Get rid of them. Now! Nobody else better mess with my caravan. I'll hang them by their toes and flay them.
I will not be getting XP for this event because it's not going to finish for like 10 minutes.
The city of...
So I won't go out of my way to make sure I get some credit for it, because I will have moved on to the personal story by then.
Just one more
There we
confirmation
go.
of how great I am.
Ding 10. 24 minutes, 34 seconds. And now we go into town. So, in addition to the flying mounts, which, wow, ripped off of Guild Wars 2, mind you,
I want to see a bar fight.
first of all MMOs rip off other MMOs, so that's fine. And Blizzard has, well, that's how they made their bones in the game industry, was doing that. Was taking other games and polishing the living fuck out of them, making better versions of games other people have made. And that's not only their secret to success, but I mean, like I said, every game rips off other games. Mostly. Every once in a while you get a completely original game, but not often. But having baldly stolen the flying mechanics and animations from Guild Wars 2, there was something else I saw in the BlizzCon demo of Lord of the Rings that was flat out stolen from Guild Wars 2. I don't remember what it was now. And I don't care enough to go back and watch. I was hoping, the only thing I was really hoping for from BlizzCon, I mean, I watched significant parts of it, because, I mean, I play those games. The only thing I was really hoping for was some more information on their supposed survival game, which I now think is less likely to show up.
If you ain't a friend of
Come
Big
on,
Nose
sweetness,
you ain't
just
welcome.
one
Hey,
dance.
watch it.
I thought it was
You almost spilled my drink.
most likely we were going to get our first real information on it, but now I doubt we're ever going to see it. It's probably going to get canceled.
I'm so glad to see you. I heard that you were up and around.
Yes, I'm up and around.
For a fight, because now you got one. Both
Get
let 'em
away
have
from
it,
my
boys.
gas.
Knock you out.
Help is on the way.
I have performed combo skills.
It went upstairs.
Time to do some real damage.
Can't believe it.
I believe it.
All right, I surrender.
I'll pound you into the ground like a big nail.
Della, we're going to have to work on
Wrong choice.
That's enough. I yield.
your
Hold this
threats.
position.
I'm going to pound you into the ground like a big nail. Really? That's what you got? It's not very scary. Almost 1,300 points ready for the new vault we'll be getting tomorrow.
Okay.
And this is your last chance, if you're a Guild Wars 2 player, to get any of the Halloween stuff before Halloween ends. The festival does in 6 hours. I believe that's the time, anyway. Hi, Big Nose Ted. Let's play a game. You can go first.
Let's play who can hit the hardest. I'll go first.
Well, yeah, I said you can go first. Weren't you listening? Weren't you paying attention, Ted? He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, Ted.
I give up.
I'm level 11. Well, before we head downstairs, let's go ahead and spirit weapon training. The spinning sword you can get right off the bat, level 11, and it makes a lot of endgame builds because it's just that good. Shut up, Logan. There, I shut him up. Glorious.
I'll find a way to help you no matter what.
If Serentine
Level
keeps
12.
swiping our low-level prisoners, we'll have to start arresting a better class of villain.
You're so clever, Logan. We got another bag. We got gloves, gauntlets, and you know what that means. New dies. Pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. New gloves, but not as good as the ones we're currently wearing. A new chest that is way better. And a bow, which we can also use. Because we have weapon mastery, we can use the bow, which is normally requires the elite spec, or used to require the elite spec of Dragon Hunter. Now it does not. Now you just need to have weapon mastery, which I do. And we got the new chest piece. The new chest piece requires, yeah, new dies. That's awful. We exit, and we're off to talk to Francis, the worst seraph. I sell all the junk in my inventory.
How do you do?
The junk in my proverbial trunk. All right, Francis, you worthless, useless heap of parrot droppings.
How can I assist you?
May Balthazar strengthen you.
Yeah, you're the one who needs Balthazar to strengthen him, you goober. And in we go. We're going to be killing bandits. And as is often the case, one of my idiot friends insists on coming along.
You just took all the loot away.
Look, Moas. Remember when we used to ride Rancher Meppy's herd? I bet these birds are just as skittish.
There they go. Look at those feathers fly.
There they go. Look at those feathers fly.
See?
Blasted mowers are out. Get those stupid birds under control.
Is it just me? Or does everything taste better on silver plates?
I think it's because it's got that nice just stove.
Nice one.
Nice one.
It's that do-gooder from the bar.
I'm the
Recruits,
do-gooder from
kill
the
this
bar, by the
clown.
way.
That sounded like one of the slobs who messed up the bar. They're supposed to be in jail.
You're kidding, right?
Rookies, bleeding useless.
Glorious.
Hey, I need backup over here.
Give it your all.
I like how that guy burned up to death like 10 seconds after I ran away from him. After I set him on fire a bunch. Hi, guys.
You're kidding, right? Dead. I'm Big Nose Ted's right-hand man. Hey, keep your hands off me. Okay,
How about my
okay.
sword?
Surrender.
All right, we got one guy coming up behind us. A little bit late to the show, sir.
When you get to the mist, tell him Twitchy Jake sent you. Don't you know who I am?
Yeah, you're Twitchy Jake. You just said that.
Everything bad.
I'll see you soon.
Out we go.
These are dangerous times.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help that you're completely useless, Francis. The Talking Mule, by the way, Francis the Talking Mule. There were a number of movies made about Francis the Talking Mule. I'm not kidding. The movies were about a talking mule named Francis. There were some questionable television shows and movies
You're back.
in
They're
the
upstairs.
olden
Take the
days.
left, first door on the right. Quick.
Thank you, Barmaid Barbara.
Oh.
Best name in the game. Barmaid Barbara. And Anise, and we'll skip it.
Undercover work is tricky. To pull this off, you'll have to eat, breathe, think, and stink like a bandit.
Thank you, Logan, you useless. Alright, and two more. Warhorn, which we can't use, and a dagger, which we can't use. Next up, we go to the bandits' home turf. And we start in Shaymore. We are the hero of Shaymore, by the way. We saved them back at... Well, actually, we didn't. We ran right through them to the event. So, everyone thinks we're the heroes of Shaymore, but really we're not. We're a sham. We're the Shaymore Sham is what we are. Shammore. And infiltration. We're going to infiltrate.
You're trespassing, jerk.
I'm
Now
trespassing
I have to
jerk.
hurt you. Get over here and help me!
Lethal
And
combination.
now
I like it.
I'm officially wearing the bandit uniform, which I have to admit is better looking than what I was wearing. We are now getting to the finest line of dialogue in the game, my very, very favorite. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Uptown Johnny.
I'm Uptown Johnny, baby. Man plus.
I laughed, I cried, it changed my life. Thank you, Uptown Johnny. Man plus.
I'm a dangerous woman.
I beat her up again. We swap over to the bow.
Hurry up. Blaze wants those fuses.
The Drakes are getting a little cozy with them. You sure about this?
I was.
I was. But maybe now I'm changing my mind.
So, Blaze. Can't be a nickname because Blaze is actually a name when spelled like that. Therefore, the fact that he has facial burns disfiguring him is a case of nominative determinism where his name blaze determined his fate. Burned. You mean these fuses? And now we're back to tell Logan and Countess Anise that the bad guys plan to set fire to the Veterans Hospital, which is pretty scummy, and the orphanage, which is really scummy.
Here's our favorite new undercover operative now. Let's see if the hero Shaymore can shed some light on things.
It's bad. He wants to burn down those two things. I'll help the orphanage. And we'll let Francis screw up and burn down.
Ted thinks we can't be in two places at once. That's why the gods invented teamwork.
The Veterans Hospital. A new chest piece. And you know what that means. You do. Can't wear any of them. Sorry, bad English. I can't wear any of thems. Well, we got a new chess piece, and that means new dies. Well, I mean, they kind of match. We've got Robin and Shy Blue along with Golden Sheen. Level what, 13? 13. We're 13. They grow up so fast. Especially now. Two fights to go. We get our key. We open our box, and then we'll do a little bit of festival stuffs. Probably a shorter stream. Which you obviously can be grateful for. Just kidding. Or am I? Arson at the orphanage.
The orphanage is this. Stop them before the fire spreads.
Looks like the fire's kind of already spread.
Look at him run, like vermin.
It's the ceremony. Finish the job. Towards the place.
I need some backup!
Hurts, doesn't it?
Hey!
All right, there goes Uptown Johnny, man minus.
Math time, kids. How many bombs does it take to set a
Pay for your disrespect.
You will pay for your disrespect, Logan. You are just like the worst. The dumbest.
Keep it up. They're tough. They're no match for us.
They'll pay for their disrespect. Oh, Logan. Logan.
These children are so
Marsha.
Five. You want a piece of me?
Stay
Come and
behind
get
your
it.
children. Leah's help will protect you.
Sorry, Big Nose Ted. Time for you to take the big nap. Big dirt nap. And everyone loves me.
Thank you.
The orphans think I'm awesome.
Every child is safe, thanks to you.
As they should, because, well, I am cool. We head over here to the Veterans Hospital, which you'll note is on fire. But it's a good thing Francis says he got everyone out, and then he admits he didn't.
It's a soldier's life for me.
What's the situation here?
We got all the people out, sir, but so far we haven't found any.
We got all the people out, sir. He says.
Francis, tell me you got everyone
Well, he
out
just
of there
said he
in time.
got everyone out, so...
No, sir. Sorry, sir. We got some of the people clear, but there were still people inside when it went up.
So you lied the first time. And your boss, who sent you in, Logan Thackeray, is also responsible for sending an incompetent to do a non-incompetent's job. You're both fired. New sword, which is not new attire, because it's a sword and you don't wear it. You make the other guy wear it, preferably through him. But we do have a new hat, so we get new dies for that. And new boots. So if I don't like the first, I'll just click a second time, because we have 2 charges of re-rolling our colors. If I don't like the first one, we'll take a spin at the second. Drum roll, please. I can't say no to the burnished steel actually being the metallic parts. I'm not nuts about the honey ice or the sarcophagus, although sarcophagus is a cool name. Yeah, the burnished steel looks pretty good on the parts that are actually supposed to be made of burnished steel, so we'll accept that. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about 50 minutes for the entire keyfarm.
It's my fault. I never should
It
have
is your
sent
fault.
Francis alone.
You shouldn't have
He's a
sent
good
Francis
man.
alone. He's not a good man.
Hard on yourself,
And
Logan.
her line
on
there,
everyone else.
she uses the words Logan and hard on in the same sentence, and it's just the worst. Alright, hit me with my illusion. Hit me with your best mesmerosity.
Wait, what?
Mesmering.
Face. And why do I have to be the burned one?
It's not permanent.
Yeah, you have to be the burned one. Would you rather be the one with the big nose and the fat ass like me? Whining Logan. Whining Logan Thackeray. Me. Why do I have to be the burned one? Why I oughta.
Rally to me! Shield formation! I can't be seen
What are
here.
we waiting for? Rush
Kill them
them!
all.
Logan, wait. Don't rush in.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread.
Break formation! Dance! Kill! God, I have to do everything myself.
Yes, you have to do everything yourself.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Victory is ours.
That
Blah,
was
blah, blah.
exciting.
Give me my key. Key time.
And that's that.
And that is that. So, 49 minutes and 7 seconds from when I started. And we get that. We'll put those away. Like that. We get 50 luck, I think. Yeah, 50 luck. It's just like we're so lucky that we got 50 luck. Yeah, I got nothing. This character, however, will not be surviving. Sad to say. No, those go there and there and there and... I'm not sure if this can even be sold. Oh, it can. More than I thought. Almost a full silver. We will grab a black lion chest. And we'll pop it open and see what we get. Remember, about 1 in 1,000 for the thing I want. Actually, I would. That was the thing I want being a lorekeeper's staff. I would really rather have an ultra rare, even one of the crappy ones, because I've never gotten an ultra rare. In all the, and I've opened all the boxes, I've never gotten even a crappy ultra rare. Or super rare. I think they're described as super rare. I pressed the wrong button. I sell the crap. Crap sold. Get that out of the way. Sure, whatever.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
And here's what we can win. We will automatically get a Black Lion statuette and an Evan Nashblade trick-or-treat bag. We will get 2 commons. Good ones in here are the guaranteed unlocks and maybe the dies if we get very, very lucky. Others are okay. Some of them are kind of not. The uncommons and rares, we have about a 10% chance of getting an uncommon or better. Please stop flashing at me, thank you. The Dokebi skins are the uncommon skins in here. The sword is a good one to show you. That's one I already have. Yeah, I have the sword, and I know that's a good looking one, so. They're all blue and glowy and flamey and cool. Also in here is the reconfigurable construct greatsword, which I do not have yet and will end up getting. If I don't get out of this box, I will get it when it appears in the Black Lion statuette vendor, as it's this cool animated sword, sort of reminiscent of the golem, some of the Asura golems. I already have the gyrocopter. Amongst the rares, I have the hammer, and one of the other lorekeeper skins, at least one other. I would like the lorekeeper staff skin. It is the most valuable of them, and I would not sell it, even though I could use the profits to buy like 5 or 6 other good skins, because it's a skin I really would like. But it costs like 100 gold right now, so that would be cool. And then there's the super rares, which I've never gotten. I will click open. We'll get a common here and a common here. And what we're hoping for is another box to appear right here. And that would be an uncommon or better. And it's about 1 in 10 chance. So here we go. Just commons. And not particularly good ones. We'll open the trick-or-treat bag on our trick-or-treating character shortly. We will consume the transmutation charges, which we don't need because we've got literally over 1,000. The Black Lion Lockbreaker kit I use for vials of Chak acid because I can get machetes 1 a day out of an item I have. It's a key choosy for Heart of Thorns. You can choose 1 key for one of the 4 maps in Heart of Thorns per day. And we will put the Black Lion statuette away. We may or may not get a new Black Lion statuette vendor update tomorrow. We should get a new Black Lion box tomorrow. And probably not a new Black Lion set, but maybe. Okay, this character we are finished with. We'll run him over and grab the cash, which is like 75 silver or something like that. I mean copper. Copper. 84, what I thought. And this character we are done with. So they shall be log out, character select, and they shall be deleted. Only to be recreated the next time I do a keyfarm. Let's see, we will start with the Halloween stuff, I think, the festival stuff. We don't have a bunch to do here, but we've got some. It is 7 minutes until Mad King says, but I'll probably skip that.
Wasn't a complete waste of time. This candy corn is really effective bloody
So,
prince repellent.
first things first. I have 10 of the cobs, and there's a couple of the minis that are 5 each that I would kind of like. I spent 17 cobs, which is the festival currency, on finishing out all of the recipes for the Mad King armor, which is stat selectable armor, which is good to have access to. The 2 minis are this one, the floating flaming book, and the other, is the different floating, sort of flamey but more smoky book. There are a lot of very good ones. Since I have 10, I could conceivably get, any of the ones up to 10. The Shackles of Madness are not especially impressive. See these sort of broken shackle wrist units? That's pretty much it. Mini Ghost Carlotta, if I wanted a ghost spider of my very own. However, at the very top end, like this one, the Mini Oxydecimus, the Shadow Raven, he's pretty cool. But since cobs cost right now about 4 gold each, that's almost 500 gold for a mini. No thank you. I'll pass. I did get Zuzu Cat of Darkness in the past out of a random unlock. That was a good one. That's Zuzu Cat of Darkness. But we're going to go ahead and buy both. The Complete Edition and the Complete Ignition.
That is all.
And we're going to add them to the account wardrobe. Both. Bingo. Alright, and we need to finish off one more set of dailies to get an additional Mad King weapon out of it. So, Royal Racer is easy.
Since they don't get to be kids.
I want dignified. Do it again.
This is fun.
Ascent to Madness, no, that's group, really. I've done it solo. It took a very long time and was not fun. Defeat the participate in Mad King says, or defeat 3 champions. The Costume Brawl and 5 door. It looks like it's the fucking Costume Brawl. God damn it. It's the last day and I don't like that, frankly. It sucks. Alright, well, first things first, then we'll do the races. And we'll get back in time for the end of Mad King Says, because Mad King Says is kind of, well, boring. And it would only be one of the 3 things I need to finish off one of the events. You need to do 3 of the 5 or 6 that are available. So we will go to the raceway. I've already done this race, by the way, 40 times earlier today. And that's not an exaggeration. It was 40. You might ask, why 40? Because if you did it 40 times, that gave you a completion of a weekly that just refreshed today. So you have to do a weekly's worth in one day to get another one of these Grim Machine chests. Some of these Grim Machine skins are pretty cool, such as the sword. I think the sword is really cool looking. The bows are nice. The rifle's nice. Alright, we talked to the time trial dude. By the way, if Fat Body's watching this evening, I broke your time record on this. Just want to be clear that I did that earlier today. Twice. I tied my own record once later on. And I won the race, too. Which is about to start. Barely edged somebody out by like a fraction of a second. Which was a burn on them. Ah! Damn it. don't want to hit the pumpkins. You can quote me on that. Don't hit the pumpkins. Oh, 41.6, pretty good time, but I managed a 40.32 twice. You'll note just edging out Fat Body at 40.4 seconds, Fat Body. And also defeating Taja, a very cool streamer. Artaja. All right. I guess we'll do the Mad King Says too. All right, we're going to do Mad King Says too. Take me back up. Since we need the effect, we need targets around. And usually if you let other people wail on you, eventually you'll find someone who will let you wail on them to get the damn event done. But it can be griefed, as I mentioned earlier, and the devs should be ashamed of themselves for putting something in place that can be griefed like that.
Did you know the game?
All right, we've got... He should be showing up any second now. There he is. Right on cue. There he is. I will turn off player names for now. All right, Thorny, let's go. We should be getting another of these Mad King's gifts for finishing out another 5 dailies. 5 times doing the dailies. Each daily you've got to do 3 of the subquests. You need to do the dailies. 3 subquests, 5 days. And that gets you a Mad King's gift, which is one of these. Stat selectable, so quite good actually. Stat selectable exotic. Alright, Thorn. There we are. I was about to say he's not talking.
Some of my subjects, ungrateful pigs, once expressed
He didn't do the pre-event speech.
Mad King says.
Say no? No.
Surprise!
And we're off. If you've never seen Mad King Says, it's just Simon Says. You need to emote what the Mad King tells you to emote, and not emote if he doesn't say Mad King Says.
Your Mad King says, kneel before your maniacal king.
I have knelt near my maniacal king.
It's far too quiet around here.
Cheer?
Your Mad King says,
I believe. Woohoo! And he does this 15 times, and you need 12 of them to succeed. I beat the race to him. Everyone else was slow. Losers. Slow losers.
If somebody eats a salad, is it cannibalism? That should give you something to think about, right? Ponder.
I want to know what his joke was about the Sylvari running into a Minotaur.
I forgot the rest, but I expect you to...
I'm 5 for 5.
looking at you standing around makes me feel tired. Your Mad King says...
Sit.
Sit.
6 for 6.
All my subjects crave my attention. Perhaps
Wave.
I will
Slash
notice you this
wave.
time. Your Mad King says... Wave! All my subjects crave my attention.
Slash wave again.
Perhaps I will notice you this time. Your Mad King says...
Wave.
Wave! Show your king the respect he deserves. I demand a demonstration of fealty. Kneel! Kneel before your maniacal king. All my subjects will show proper manners before their king. Wow!
Bow? Oh, bow. Sorry. I always get those confused. Ten for 10.
I'm a dangerous woman.
What the king says is law, and your Mad King says...
Dance? No. All right, this time I bow. There you go. He's a happy guy. Crazy or not, he's happy. Oh, I went the wrong way. I feel shame.
My loving subjects, did I hear you beckon me?
Beckon.
Your Mad King says...
Cape Beckinsale.
Prize this money instead. I don't know.
12. I have guaranteed. I will now succeed in the game of Mad King Says.
On that note, let's continue. Pick up the pace, people.
Free to go.
Shake your heads in disapproval. Because someone
I believe it's
somewhere
no.
has undoubtedly proposed
Something darkly treasonous.
your Mad King says... Say no.
Two to go.
All my subjects will show proper manners before...
And then we all get thrown into the cauldron. We all get spit out in random costumes, and then we have the costume roll, which is what I need to get done. Not my favorite. In fact, I would go so far as to say my least favorite. Because you have to win.
To be my subjects, you must be fierce, menacing, frightening even. Demonstrate this for your king.
Threat.
Threaten.
And that will be 15. $15 for 15. I'm the winner. I finished in first, along with most everyone
That
else.
was interesting. For a time, you did
There's the 3 pieces of the key.
Here's a little something for all my
Loyal subjects. Into the cauldron we go. And I hope I don't come out as the spider. The spider's terrible. The spider is the worst of them. I'm not the spider.
So a wide assortment of items in those swirling mist. One Asura in particular must have passed on 2 dozen exotic weapons. It made me realize that Zamaros has probably collected an impressive arsenal by now.
Somewhere in there. He's armed to the teeth with vials of blood and bottles of aluminum wine.
I'm up to 7, and I'm about to lose them all, and my last life. Oh. Yep. I hate this fucking event.
Interesting.
Having to win one is such horseshit.
I hope you're here to help.
I'm at 10. I have 11 life left. I'm at 14. I got knocked down to 9. The amount of time you've got to spend recovering is idiotic too. It's a poorly designed, unfun game.
May the Six watch over you.
And it'll take me a while, unless I get lucky, which is... And as I have said before, there's always the chance of someone griefing.
We must all fight.
You need to get to 20 or 25 hits. It's just fucking terrible. What they were thinking when they made this one of the dailies, I have no clue why they haven't replaced it with something else. Something that isn't, you have to win. I'll note I have no hits because you lose them when you get knocked down. I think somebody's letting me hit them. And I am grateful to them. I need 3 more before I lose 7. Alright, I succeeded. I will now say... Feel free to hit me. I want you to hit me as hard as you can. There's the Mad King's gift we were looking for. And I offer myself up as a sacrificial victim. Shit. I didn't want to do that. I will now go back in and... God, freaking... It's amazing how awful I am at trying to do something that shouldn't be difficult, which is to fly a little bit. Wow, I'm so bad. Unreal. First of all, let's change our default. I love the jackal. It is great for certain functions. It's not all of them. There we go. I go in. There we go. I'm telling everyone they can feel free to hit me. Because I know how frustrating it can be trying to get this one done. And so when I'm done, I let other people hit me. I've got a couple more life hits and I'll do it again. I now have 15 hits worth of health. My good deed for the day. Don't expect any more. Alright, so we've got... And I allowed myself to get whacked 40 times after finishing mine, so I feel that I have done my duty of kindness. We'll now open up the Mad King's chest, which as far as I know only gives you an ecto and 5 bags.
I'll get more goodies than
Rare,
you.
valuable.
Yeah.
Treat.
So, for our last bag, we've got, what, 39 bags, and 3 personalized bags, and then 1 Evan Mashblade bag. So we'll open the personalized ones first. Nothing good. We'll open the 39 next. Nothing good. That just leaves us with the Evan Nashblade. Where you can get, as rares, you can get infusions, cool weapons and stuff. We got nothing good. We will consume all of that. We'll consume those to add those to the collection. We have another recipe that needs to get put into the guild bank, and that gets sold for gold. And we get rid of all of the junk we've been saving so that we only have to throw it away once, because there's so much useless shit in those trick-or-treat bags. Really, ArenaNet, get rid of the tonics. Oh my god. Or make them sell for a penny. 1 copper. Just 1 freaking copper so that they're easy to get rid of.
That is all.
I am at 1,000 Imperial Fragments. I don't want to do the conversion for that right now. So we got, let's see, 139, 149, 199 tonics that are all completely worthless. See, they sell for... Literally, you can't sell them. All they do is clog up your inventory. Nobody wants them. ArenaNet, please, can we just get rid of the frickin' things?
That's the most hideous.
I did get this as my one real solid goodie I got out of, I mean, other than, you know, 2 of the Grim Machine chests and I think 4 total of the Mad King gifts, is this, which is, it's account bound, but if you, it's a celestial and with a celestial refractor in it. But if you don't want the item, you can use a Black Lion salvage kit charge and get the polyluminescent undulating refractor out, and that sells for almost 100 gold. And I already have one of those, I think, or a different flavor of the same. 2 of those in the bank. 4 of those in the bank now. We'll drop this there, I guess, for now. I also have a lunatic boot box. We'll drop that in there. We have oops. Necklace. No. Is that on the other account that I have one of these? Maybe. I have another one on... It must be on the other account, though. And I don't think I've ever bound it.
More violence, I say. Less violence.
More violence, I say. Less violence. If I never heard that sentence again as long as I lived, I would be fine with that. Alright, let us swap over to our... We do the dailies and weeklies with this character, our mechanist. Because frankly, it allows for brainless completion. Because mechanist is really, really good. Break a defiance bar and participate in a Cryptus event. The Cryptus event will have a defiance bar. That will take care of that. We will... No, we don't need to go to the Wizard's Tower. Because we're relatively close. This should be relatively cheap. Relatively. It is. Teleporting to Cantha costs like 9 silver. That's a 1/10 of a gold. That's starting to get to be pricey. 3.5 silver for a teleport? Yeah, that's fine. Where are we off to? There. Oh, the event looks like it's going on. Wayfinder. Oh, God, every time I come here, I hear that same freaking dialogue. Because that's where I am in the story. Makes me just want to advance the story so I don't have to listen to this dumb thing every time.
I need any ward in the area on my position now. I've got a plan, but I need help.
A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. I used to believe, because I'd been told, that was the longest palindrome in the English language. It's not. Not even close. So we'll finish off this Cryptus event. We'll break the bar on the boss.
Replenishing.
And that will give us the dailies complete. We'll then check and see where we are on any of the other things that can be completed before the new events and everything, the new dailies, weeklies, and specials come out tomorrow. As we're now at the point where we're turning any extra arcane AA, whatever. I can never remember the damn name. It's so unmemorable. Arcane amazement. Whatever it is.
I feel good.
Vault points. Into gold at a 30-for-1 ratio. We're that far into it. And there is the elite Avatar of Gluttony, and I've helped break his bar. And credit for it. There we go. And he's almost dead, and he's dead.
Impressive combination.
And daily's complete. Just that fast. Take me back to the Wizard's Tower real quick. And we'll see what new goodies we get tomorrow as well. I assume since we got the really unimpressive shoulders, sandals, and gloves in this group, I assume we're going to get the head, chest, and pants of the cosmetic set tomorrow. We're going to get another Ascended weapon box, I assume, for 600, and 3 Ascended armor boxes for 400 each. We're going to get another, I assume, legendary starter kit for 1,200? 1,000? 1,000.
What do you mean?
But, and this is 30 Astral Acclaim. We are at exactly 1,300. The cap. It won't let you claim any more if you would go over. So you can't actually go over. This is the cap, and we're ready to go for tomorrow. You can see we bought most everything else. This is it. It's the Sanctified Shoulder. We got the shoulder, sandals, and gloves. And so presumably next time we get the Sanctified chest, head, and pants. And we got the emote. We got the all of the Sanctified weapon skins. We got the Griffin. We got the Legendary Starter Kit. We got all of the Tier 6 bags. We got the Ascended Armor. We got the Mystic Coins. We got the Laurels. We got the Black Lion Mastery Coffer. We got the Mystic Clovers, the Build Template expansion, and the cheaper bags of gold coins, and the Ascended Armor. We got all of that, and then bought a bunch of extra bags of coins for 1 gold for 30 each. Weeklies. We could get 40 if we completed 3 more events. That wouldn't take long. This the weekly, though, I don't think resets, so we've just got a good head start on the weekly for this week. The specials, however, 250 would be another 8 gold. If I can complete 5 more events in the Mad King's Labyrinth, that'd probably just be 5 more, like, doors. A couple more champions in the Horn of Maguma, which is where we are, would be 375. Yeah, that's another 12 gold. So if I wanted to complete those, I will do those later. The complete Halloween Rituals achievement. Oh, that's all 9. That had something as a reward. Halloween Rituals here? Yeah. I'm at 5 of 9, so I got the Grim Machine chest, and I'd need 4 more. Food-like, that would require me to eat like 50 more candy. That's easy. Ancient Grudge, 100 Palawa Joko minions. That would take a while, but I could farm that. Pumpkin carving, I'd need like another 58 pumpkins. That would take a while. 5 gold commission is cheap. That almost might... That's doable. I'm not nuts about the boots. They're not bad. Kind of like the glowy effect on them. I may do that later. But we've got the dailies complete. I'm going to go ahead and just do the rest of the stuff that I do every day on this account. Feel free to take off. It's going to be not very interesting for the next 10 minutes. Well, I am looking forward to the new stuff tomorrow. First, we open this chest. Gives us some ancient coins and jade runestone and miscellaneous other stuff.
Begin destruction protocol.
One of the ways you make money over time, and money and other useful things, is developing a habit of logging in every day. Used to be just logging in every day for the daily login. Gave you good rewards over time. Now you actually have to kind of do stuff. But it's more rewarding if you're doing the stuff. So I think actually it's a change for the better. Unless you're one of the people who had dozens or even hundreds of accounts where logging in every day was worth something like 40 gold a month or something like that. And if you had 100, well, it added up. I have 2 accounts. The second one was free. So if you've got any home nodes, you know, I get the flax stuff every day. The sprockets can be sold. The crystal can be either sold or transformed into charged crystal. Here's where you can charge it once a day. Take 25 of them. Turn 25 quartz crystal into one charged quartz crystal. The bauble bubbles, which are used in the April Fool's event. The Super Adventure Box. The Winter's Day gift. Hooray, hooray, it's Winter's Day! Sorry. Beryllium, which gives 10 of the currency for stuff on the second map in Heart of Thorns. Lumps of beryllium. Wrong. Right. And if you're in a guild that has nodes, you want to farm those too. And I'm in 2 guilds that have nodes. This one has high-end nodes. The guild where I'm a guild master of and consists of my old Latro friends for the most part. We have some low-end ones, but I harvest those too. And if you do this every day, you take a few minutes, you can make, over time, a lot of money and a lot of useful stuff. And in this particular case, that's also a daily completed with extra lumber.
Better than moon loot.
I had a couple people in the past ask me how I had so many laurels, and the answer was simply logging in every day. Thousands of laurels over the course of years of doing it. This is the other guild hall, the one we earned. That guild hall I was just in is a guild a friend of mine invited me into, and I'm sponging because, well, it doesn't cost them anything. And they're there. This is the one we earned. Ours is beanier. We have low-end stuff. You can't mine the same node in different guild halls, but you can mine nodes of the same type as long as they're different tiers. So this is all low-level stuff. The other one had the high-level or random stuff. Next up, and this is one I can probably dump. Although it's nice having her here because sometimes some of the dailies are at this location. The Saitung obstacle course. And I don't think I need to do the obstacle course anymore because we're getting ancient coins now from the guy I parked at the New Kaining City. Oh, I screwed that up. The New Kaining City jumping puzzle end point where you can open the chest once a day. So I may be double dipping more than I need to on the ancient coins. However, the ancient coins are not useless. Basically, every time a new expansion comes out, the magical coins in that expansion will become ancient coins. And ancient coins will be usable then, not just in this expansion, but in Soto when the next expansion comes out. So, having more of a currency just sitting around in your bank don't cost nothing. And it comes with some extra goodies too. Occasionally you can get an item like Krita's Embrace, which could be sold for a minimal amount. And the last of the stuff I do every single day, pretty much, is grab 4 of the chests in Bureau Marches.
Oh yeah, that's my loot.
God, I hate that VO. So dumb. One. A medium chest.
And I deserve it too.
Two. And that one as well. The female char lines are just so stupid. They just get annoying over time. But then a lot of the human ones get annoying over time too. A lot of all of them do. Keep hearing the same line over and over and over again. More violence, less violence. Stop! Please make it stop! And those are the daily things I do pretty much every day.
Nothing like the spoils of war.
On my account. You'll note how many of these eternal ice shards I have. And you use these to buy Living World Season 4 currency, and you use Living World Season 4 currency to buy bags for crafting mats. Because you're going to need crafting mats if you want to make legendaries, or you can just sell the crafting mats. We also got shitloads of itrite ingots if you want to waste money, set money on fire by making big bags up to 32 slots. You need the itrite ingots are the cheapest way, and it's still not worth it. That's something they need to change right now. Literally, to make a 32 slot bag, you would be better off in taking the gold, buying gems, and buying a character slot. And have the character hold on to the extra stuff for you. Because that's cheaper in gold to buy the gems than it is to make the bag. To go from a 18 slot to a 32 slot. It's ridiculous. And the reason is the runes of holding you need to make those higher level bags are only obtainable by gambling with ectos. It's just dumb. They need to put those runes, make those available for AA. They need to be available here. But I'm going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank you guys, as always, very, very much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, but possibly significantly earlier because of the new content. So I might even start as early as noon or 1 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow with the new content because I'm looking forward to it. And I want to share that. I want to share it with the world. Besides, they've got drops enabled. So even if you're not going to watch me, if you're a Guild Wars 2 player, drops. The first one is a cool mini, I think a revive orb, a hair kit, hair and makeup kit, or just a hair kit. Yeah, hair styling kit. And the Aurene cloak are, I think, in order, the 4 things you'll be able to claim. But I'm going to call it here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Do appreciate it. I hope the rest of your Monday night goes great, and I always try to set an achievable goal for my viewers, so I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys, and good night, Jack. Night, guys.